All right, welcome. It is time to explore your unique devotion. So today we are in the book of Titus. I'm going to read verses 5 through 9 for you, and for me too. It's important. And then I've got a God question. So now I think I've got everything prepared here. I'm ready to go. Let's just quickly readjust a little bit. All right. This is entitled Qualified Elders. So, if you've got your listening ears, I'll get started. For this reason I left you in Crete, that you should set in order the things that are lacking, and appoint elders in every city, as I commanded you. If a man is blameless, the husband of one wife, having faithful children, not accused of dissipation or insubordination. For a bishop must be blameless, as a steward of God, not self-willed, not quick-tempered, not given to wine, not violent, not greedy for money, but hospitable, a lover of what is good, sober-minded, just, holy, self-controlled, holding fast the faithful word as he has been taught, that he may be able, by sound doctrine, both to exhort and convict those who contradict. So, he's talking about elders and being qualified to be one, and it goes over a whole bunch of attributes. And I think these are really attributes that he wants elders to have, because he wants people to have an example laid before them. It's hard to listen to someone tell you that you're drinking too much alcohol, it's a problem, if they're drinking too much alcohol and having a problem. It's like saying, well, you do it, so why can't I? So with these attributes, that's sort of what's happening here. I think he wants elders to be able to set a good example. So, question I have to ask myself today, hope it helps you a little bit. Are you qualified? Are you qualified to be that elder? Are you qualified to be that example? We're all called to be examples of Christ. And as we walk in our journey with God, we start to see ourselves in different light. We start to see others in different light. And hopefully, we start to look at some of these attributes and see where we stand, and then make a decision whether we want to change them or not, and then ask God to help us change them. Or if we don't want to change them, hate to tell you, life is going to act against you, or life is going to act on you, because life is messy, and God's going to try to do whatever he can to pull you closer to him. So, this isn't about right and wrong, okay? It goes deeper than that. Right and wrong is very simple level. It's sort of segregative. Sort of segregates out. It says that in this example, there is good and evil. There is God and the evil and the devil. You know, the evil of this world versus the good of this world. That is definite segregation there. But even the devil has to play his part, or he wouldn't be here, because God has allowed it. So let's look at these real quick. If a man is blameless, well, people blame everyone of everything all the time. It's hard to be blameless, but to be an upstanding person, it's good to maybe work towards not being blameless, not being blamed, meaning you're not doing things that are wrong in this world. So what I mean by this, just look at it as, could you be blamed for anything that you've done in your life? It's called sin. Um, and if there is something, maybe it's time to make that change. Maybe you're on your second or third wife, or second or third husband. I'm sure we could reverse this. This isn't meant, oh, well, you're screwed, you're done, you're evil incarnate, it's all over. No, it's recognize that, okay, life is messy, some maybe mistakes have been made. Have you learned from it? Are you growing from it? How are you treating the significant other that you're with now? Because, see, all you're doing is looking at the truth of what's been happening and seeing how you can make a change so that that doesn't keep occurring. It talks about being a steward of God, not being self-willed, being sort of selfish. You know, again, not that not that we're looking at it as right or wrong, good or bad, but just seeing the truth of your own life. Do you do things in your own life that are selfish? If you answer yes, maybe it's time to stop being selfish and try to find creative ways to move away from that. Quick-tempered. I can have a short fuse sometimes. Sometimes the fuse is long, sometimes the fuse is short. I've been working on that for years, and not necessarily outward. For me, I get angry on the inside, and then I cover it up. And I don't do that so much anymore. I see things and people in a much different way. I'm trying to be more understanding, more loving, more caring, and my fuse has gotten a lot longer. It takes someone to be doing something for many days before I start to get agitated and have to then ask, dude, what are you doing? So that also talks about wine drinking. I would say it's not no wine at all, but drinking too much. I think we all understand the difference between drinking a little bit and being a complete drunk and belligerent idiot. Greedy, hospitable. Are you a lover of good? Are you sober-minded, just, holy, self-controlled? Holding fast to faith. Re-look at some of these in your own time and just kind of question, again, not whether you're right or wrong. This isn't about making you feel shameful or making me feel shameful. It's about just recognizing the truth of what's happening in your life and then being able to decide if you want to change or adjust or grow in an area a little bit more. And as always, ask God to hop in. It's all about communicating with Him. If you communicate with Him that there's something you want to change or that you think you're doing just fine, just communicate to Him about it. And life is going to change it. God's going to put things and people in your way, in your life that are going to help you adjust and make those changes. And it can be a fun, bumpy ride. Again, life can be very messy. We don't necessarily see what God has in store for us when we ask these questions, but they do come, and it's always better on the other side. So another long video, apologize, but I think this is important. So I hope that God gives you all the blessings you deserve, and even more so, all the blessings you don't deserve. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to do all the fun stuff, like, subscribe, add comments, check the D box for information, and I will see you tomorrow.